A company which is still bad at maths, or at least thinks we are bad at it. Whatever it is, I just want to say 9. So both of these phones just got out and it seems like both of them are going to be available globally this time. But boy oh boy, do they seem expensive or what. Hey everyone, Mukul here, and I wanted to make this video as a consumer contemplating whether to buy the cheaper OnePlus 8 or the OnePlus 8 Pro. So if you're someone like me, then I might be able to help you assess the situation or just totally fail at it. Definitely the pricing in India is way better than in the US. OnePlus 8 starts at 42,000 here and the OnePlus 8 Pro at 55,000, which is darn impressive and way lower than what it is in US right now. It's definitely a good feeling that we now get OnePlus phones cheaper than in the US, but then there are Apples and Pixels and Samsungs which anyway and always have costed less in the US than in India. So at least we are winning on one brand now. Yay! Now let's see if the 8 Pro truly deserves more of your money for the Pro tag. Both of the phones look and feel the same, so that factor is totally out of the bin or inside the bin. They come with the same processor, so the performance is going to be the same. The first major difference is screen resolution and screen refresh rate, and a tiny size difference, with the OnePlus 8 Pro being the larger screen and the screen with more resolution and more refresh rate on it, which is 120Hz. The PPI difference between the two is decent enough, but if you really don't care about that and have never pixel peeped on your screen, then you won't be having any trouble with it. 90 or 120 Hz will mostly feel the same, and if you are a gamer who wants to game at 120 FPS, then yeah, go ahead and buy the 8 Pro for your ultra competitive mobile gaming and for games which can actually run at 120 FPS on the phone. I have no idea if there are any. The smaller resolution and 30Hz less refresh rate is also going to help the OnePlus 8 in giving a better battery performance too, despite the tiny 300 mAh or 200 mAh battery difference between the two. So for me personally, the difference of these hertz and a marginally low resolution won't matter that much. So put that factor in the bin too. The speakers I believe sound the same too, but don't quote me for that. Look at me imagining people quoting me for something. There are other differences like the OnePlus 8 not having any official IP rating, which does really matter if the 8 actually doesn't have the usual water and dust protection on it. There's also no wireless charging on the 8, which can be a big deal for some people, but to make maximum use of that, you need to buy OnePlus' own wireless charger. So add that as an extra investment, which I personally wouldn't be making at all. So that wireless feature at least is something which doesn't favor in investing more for the 8 Pro. Unless and until you really want a fast charging and you're willing to pay OnePlus more for their special wireless charger, which can give you a 30-watt charging experience on the phone and which will charge your phone from 0 to 50% in 30 minutes. At least that's what they are claiming. The real cameras are the real crux. OnePlus 8's primary camera is the ultra-wide camera on the 8 Pro, and the 8 Pro comes with a newer Sony IMX689 sensor on it as its primary camera. So as already shared by many reviewers, the camera of the 8 Pro just kills the 8 and is among the best when it comes to taking stills at least. The video still can't beat the likes of Apple, but good to see OnePlus finally doing great with respect to other flagships at this price. There's also a telephoto lens at the back and a color filter lens which have been already proven to be poop. The front cameras are exactly the same, and OnePlus did definitely save some money here by removing the pop-up selfie camera and replacing it with punch hole design. So clearly the wireless charging, the better rear camera setup, the IP ratings, marginally better screen density, there is nothing else the 8 Pro offers. And those are some of the things which definitely are not light upgrades. Even if you don't care about the wireless charging, as you might not want to spend more on buying the charger, and even if you live with a little less screen resolution, the rear camera setup is definitely noteworthy. Now the price difference between the two in India is similar to what it is in the US also. So when I assume that you are paying 13,000 rupees more or $200 more just for the camera, then you gotta ask yourself how much exactly is photography or videography crucial for you. Are you going to take a lot of low light pictures? Are you gonna make use of that telephoto lens a lot? Do you love taking ultra wide pictures which will look better? You gotta ask those questions to yourself, and if you are not sure of the answers, then definitely your extra investment won't make much sense here. I bet you will be happily using the cameras heavily for the first 2 weeks, And then these extra expensive sensor you paid for would be eating dust nonetheless. And if you mostly use the front camera, then the extra investment makes zero sense. But be sure you know why and where you are investing in. Not many of us put our phones under swimming pools, and these IP ratings might not be warranty valid if the phone gets moisture or water in it anyway. So which one would I personally buy if I had to? That's a tough call actually. Who doesn't like to save? If the difference really doesn't matter to you much in the long run, then get the 8 Pro. The newer camera will definitely last longer in terms of quality, pictures and videos. But if the price difference really matters and you're someone who isn't even a hobbyist photographer who happily posts pictures constantly on Instagram, etc., then go and get the 8 and save some money. And then you can probably wire that money to me. But if you constantly click a lot of pictures on month basis and videos, then definitely go and invest more for the cameras and other extra things you get for the price difference. So I hope I was able to help you here in some sort of decision making sorta thing. I hope you are staying indoors and staying safe. Hit like if you like the video and sub to the channel for more relevant content. That's all for today. Unported out.